Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Trans Voices Masterclass produced by Opera Programs Berlin. My name is Anastasia Nikolov, and I'm the Artistic Director of Opera Programs Berlin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julie Wyma. I'm the Executive Director of Opera Programs Berlin. I use she, her pronouns, and we are extremely thrilled and excited and very grateful to welcome all of you here today for our second rendition of this masterclass. We had an absolutely fabulous time the first weekend last month and are really excited to do it all again.
Opera Programs Berlin was founded in 2018 by Julie Wyma and myself with the aim of producing the highest quality programs on topics relevant to professional classical singing, both career-related, like polishing audition materials, and specific musical genres like German operetta and early music, among others. During the COVID pandemic, we took all of the programs that we had online and have successfully completed this season 9 programs overall. The online programs have allowed us to reach a much wider audience and to connect with singers from all over the world who might not have been able to attend our in-person programs in Berlin pre-COVID. So while we are looking forward to restarting the in-person programs in the hopefully very near future, we will continue to produce programs online and to reach a much more global audience and to allow for programs that are much more affordable to reach a wider amount of singers. We'll be announcing our 21-22 season very shortly, so please check our website.
We would like to take another couple of minutes just to thank the sponsors of this masterclass. We have 4 sponsors, one of whom wished to remain anonymous. The first sponsor is the Medical Voice Center, or MEVOC for short. They are in Hamburg, Germany, and as a multidisciplinary center, specialize exclusively in the treatment of everything to do with the voice and larynx. They perform over 1,000 operations and procedures a year and are just a really fabulous resource for all things voice medicine related. We're very grateful to have their sponsorship. The second sponsor is the Valley of the Sun chapter of NATS. NATS is the National Association of Teachers of Singing. It is a 501c3 nonprofit organization serving the greater Phoenix area and surrounding valley cities, as well as Prescott and other outlying areas. We're also extremely thankful for their sponsorship and what they have allowed us to do with this masterclass. Our third sponsor is Sarah Stevens. Sarah founded International Artists Management in Bremen, Germany in 1996. Her job as an agent took her all over Europe and then later back to the United States, where she completed a master's degree in Minnesota and then moved to New York City and founded Stevens Nicolson Artist Management with Mark Nicolson. We are very grateful for Sarah's support of this masterclass and of trans artists, and very thankful for all of the sponsors that have allowed us to produce these masterclasses. We are thrilled to welcome Dr. Stephanie Weiss today as our clinician. Stephanie has had a multifaceted career as both a singer and a pedagogue. She has performed at the Deutsche Oper Berlin, first as a Stipendiatin and then as a regular guest soloist since then. She has also performed all over North America and Europe, including the Opera Orchestra of New York, Staatsoper Berlin, Opera Frankfurt, Staatstheater Bern, San Diego Opera, Opera Dortmund, Opera Köln. The list goes on and on. Very consummate professional and has performed all over the place. Also a very accomplished scholar. She has earned degrees from New England Conservatory, Tufts University, the University of Missouri, Kansas City for a Master's of Music, Mannes College of Music for a Professional Studies Diploma, and her Doctor of Musical Arts at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. She is currently working towards certification in Speech and Hearing Communication Sciences, and she is on the voice faculty of Arizona State University, as well as the Center for Opera Studies in Italy and Ames in Graz, Austria. I think that her work will speak for itself, And so I'm going to turn it over to her. Stephanie, thank you so much for being here, and we're very, very happy to have you.
Thanks so much for having me here and for making these classes possible. I think it's kind of a one-of-a-kind opportunity, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get to work. I'm not going to say a lot because I'd rather hear singing than my own self talking. So
okay,
my pronouns are she, her, and you can call me Stephanie.
Okay, so, great. So our first singer is Andrea Krieger, baritone. Andrea uses pronouns she, her. And so without further ado, Andrea.
Yeah, hi, my name's Andrea. I'm from Germany. Pronouns are she, her. And I'm excited as well as petrified, so let's just get going with it. I'm going to be singing She Used to Be Mine from the musical Waitress. It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, this place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all that is mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew who'd be reckless just enough, who gets hurt but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can love. And then she'd be stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day, till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone but used to be mine. She used to be mine. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Fantastic. That's so great. How did it feel?
Thank you. Pardon?
I said, how did that feel? I thought it was really great.
It felt good, especially with that acoustic.
It was really clear through that mic, and so I really loved it. So I mean, I have a few ideas, but what's your hope to get out of this?
I don't know. I was just hoping that you had some ideas.
Oh, I
just
definitely
love to get new tips. I just love to get new tools to work with. So I'm open to anything.
I was just thinking, when I asked in that other class, you had said that there were some things you wanted to work on, just kind of color.
I was asking if it was possible to like get into a more female tone in chesty and belty areas, as opposed to head voice areas.
Right. Let's work on that a bit, but let's do a few other things, like with this actual song, like,
okay.
And we can see. I really love how you sing it. I think you can play around a little bit more between speaky resident TV kind of thing and singing. So, yeah. For example, like and I love emotional, but like when you was like, she's all where was that? She is messy, but she's kind. Yeah, she is lonely. And you kind of chop it a little bit. And I think you can suck us in your emotional world even more if you have even a little bit more legato in certain places like that.
Yeah.
And I think it'll also soften the sound and maybe even find more of this kind of feminine here and there. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Let's play. So
totally
let's skip to the end, then we can go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So go from the she is messy, but she's kind.
So from the first.
You can do it with or without track. It's up to you.
I just have to find out where it is.
Yeah, but do the end one though. So pretend like you're at the end of.
Wait a sec. Oh. Should put my recording away that I just did. No, it's not that. I think it's here, right? Yeah. Okay. She is messy, but she's kind. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful.
Stop for 2 seconds.
I need to make.
That's really great. When you hear, I know I'm apparently breaking up, so I don't know what to do. When you have the she is lonely, like when you go up to the higher one.
Yeah.
Can you just go like this, just go ooh, like really kind of try to get more into your head voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I try it with a track, or how do you want me to do it?
Do it. Let's just do it without the track. Let's do phrase by phrase. I think it's easier.
Okay. She is lonely.
Wait, can you go ooh? Sing on ooh.
Ooh.
Good. Do it one more time and try to keep the air. Feel like you're gonna like pull the air with a rubber band, like ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Good. Do it. Put even more. 10% more head voice in.
Ooh.
5 more percent.
Ooh.
Good. And try it. Can you bridge it? Ooh, like really slide for a second.
Ooh.
Go, and then she is lonely. lonely, whatever.
She is lonely.
Good. Can you feel that kind of, I feel like when you get to is, you kind of like go like she is, and you
Yeah.
your jaw out a little bit to help you get to is, whereas you don't do it when you do the ooh. So can you feel kind of that ooey kind of feeling, but you're going to
Okay.
sing the real words?
She is lonely. She is lonely.
Go like this, and go she, and try to make the sound on the inside without your jaw.
Wait a sec.
You're doing great.
Yeah, I'm just trying to internally find a way to do it.
Literally, like for just a second, as you practice it, like literally put your hands here for a minute and see if you can just tell your jaw and make your pharynx and everything work for you and your air.
She is lonely.
Yeah.
She is lonely.
How'd that feel?
Better?
Weird.
I mean, I was still keeping myself reminded what my vocal coach said to round it more and to ground it in the chest. So yeah, I guess that also applies to that a bit. To make it more round.
So you can still have connection, but yeah, she, you can still do the and make it round if you want to, but don't do it with your jaw. Do it more with the lips and the tongue, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's really good. So there you go. And then I feel the lonely a little bit more. Do it one more. Do it one more time from the she is messy, but she's kind.
Yeah. Wait a sec. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely. Most of the time she is all that is mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Good. So I think what you can play with a little bit more is like when you get into the section where you really like go for it and you're belting, it's really connected. But sometimes I think you can find more of the difference with the different verses of playing, like really playing more with the head voice and connecting it. And then when you really go for it, like once you get into your heavy belt, like you're like, okay, that's easy, that's fine. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you can really like trust it more a little bit. Do something. Go. I want you to do the opposite. I want you to go, ooh.
Ooh.
Put a little bit more head voice in it. Like, think of it in like percentages, like as you did, like a little bit more.
Okay. Ooh.
Good. Can you slide even more so I don't hear the break? Ooh.
Ooh.
Good. Now, as you go down, try to add. So I want you to think of like a pyramid. Like you're gonna have like an hourglass. You're gonna have more heads on the top, and then you're gonna let it kind of go. Ooh, but without going like ooh, right?
Okay.
It takes a lot of breath, but you can do it. Pretty good. Put even more chest now in the bottom.
Okay. Ooh. But now you can
Slide even more. That was there. Slide more.
You lacked a bit. I didn't quite understand you.
Sorry, my internet is a disaster.
It's totally fine.
Like really slide. Like let it like do like an ugly slide.
Okay. Okay. Ooh.
Can you? I hear you kind of stop there. Okay. Try something. Sing like this. We're gonna go beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Perfect. Did you feel the difference? Like the top had a little bit more head connection
thinner,
and the bottom, but then the bottom was balanced. Did you feel it? Do it one more time. Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep. Yeah.
Yeah. Now go beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Now go hoo, 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 hoo.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
She is low. Yeah. And with that same feeling, is lonely. I lost it.
She is lonely.
There you go. And then she is no stop. The sound was great, but you still want to help the sound.
No, it's totally fine. Yeah. She is lonely.
Yes, that was fantastic. How did that feel?
So deliberately go into more head voice instead of trying to balance it out even more so I make it too heavy. So try to let go a bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think really you can add. Yeah, and then see if you can add it in if you want to. And see if you can like add more support to it and more energy. Play around with it for a second. So go get there in more head voice and then see if you can mix it in.
She is lonely.
Pretty good. Do she is long, and forget about the rhythm right now. Just like she is, and then add energy.
She is lonely. Oh damn. She is lonely.
Pretty good. Now think about the vowel because you kind of go la and you lift up into it, and so feel like you're gonna let it kind of release into it. This is the right idea. I really like this.
She is lonely. She is lonely. Oh, I'm really trembling at that point. I don't know how to get that vowel right.
Try something. Sing it on a V for a second. Go V. Good. Now put your hand here for a second. Just like, don't do anything. Don't really manipulate it. But can you just tell your larynx not to go with you as you go up?
Oh, damn. One of my pet peeves.
Try squat. You're like a full. That was better. Go down in the ground, like bend your knees, get in the ground, like a squat, like you're at the gym. There you go.
2-minute warning.
Feel like no. Okay. Go. It's so weird. I can't. Where's Andrea? Andrea, say something so that you come back on the screen.
I'm still here.
Oh, there. Like it goes out to the speaker, so then Anastasia there. I was like, I can't see you. Okay, stay down there and see if you can like feel your support really low. See if you can like keep everything stabilized. That's better. Feel like you have an ooh vowel on the inside. There. Yes. How'd that feel?
It felt not that exhausting, actually. Felt like I could let go to the head voice without feeling like I'm losing too much balance.
Exactly. It was really very good. So now go back down for a second and see if you can sing the Go She Is Messy, but I want you to feel like this stays balanced and you're going to stay low in your breath.
Okay.
Support, okay? Obviously you're not going to perform it this way, but.
No, I thought so. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. This is really hard.
Yeah, it was better. So do it one more time and really sing through that. She is lonely. I think you forgot where you were for a second. Like you were like, which part am I doing? So just one more time.
She is lonely most of the time, she is all of that mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie.
Yeah. To me, it just, yes, I know it's a lot of work, but I don't know, it makes the sound a little bit smoother, and then I really feel like she's, I mean, you sang it well before. We're talking about adjustments,
Yeah,
right?
I know. It's fine. Thank you.
But
we
I
need
think,
sorry, we're out of time. Just
all right, Andrea, star.
It was fun.
I love
It was
how
totally
you
fun.
sing this. So
I loved it.
great. It sounds beautiful. I love this song for you.
Thank you.
if you're all set, we can continue with the next singer.
Yeah, perfect. We would like to welcome Noah van Renswoude. Noah is an alto and uses he, him pronouns. He's from the Netherlands. Noah, if you could unmute yourself, and we welcome you to start singing.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Noah. I'm from the Netherlands, but I'm actually in Berlin. I've been in Berlin this past year for school. So yeah, so I'm just gonna sing and then we'll see. My mind is clearer now. At last, all too well, I can see where we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus, you've started to believe the things they say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You'll be gone to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like what I see. All I ask is that you listen to me. And remember, I've been your right-hand man all along. You have set them all on fire. They think they found a new Messiah. And they'll hurt you when they find they're wrong. I remember when this whole thing began. No talk of God, then we called you a man. And believe me, my admiration for you hasn't died. But every word you say today gets twisted round some other way. And they'll hurt you when they think you've lied. Nazareth, your famous son, should have stayed a great unknown, like his father carving wood. He had made good. Table, chairs, and oaken chests would have suited Jesus best. He would cause nobody harm, no one alarm. Listen, Jesus, do you care for your race? Don't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are? I am frightened of the crowd, for we're getting much too loud. And they'll crush us if we go too far. If we go too far. Listen, Jesus, to the warning I give. Please remember that I want us to live. But it's sad to see our chances weakening with every hour. All your followers are blind. Too much heaven on their minds. It was beautiful, but now it's sour. Yes, it's all gone sour. Listen, Jesus, to the warning I give. Please remember that I want us to live. So listen, Jesus, to the warning I give. I just want us to live. It's all gone sour.
Nice. Well, nothing went sour there. That was great.
Thank you.
Awesome. So tell me things. I know that things are changing very quickly for you, yes?
Yes. So actually I had to switch what I was singing last week because I can no longer sing what I sent in March. So yeah, today is like officially my 3rd month on T. So things are a little like all over the place all the time. Uh, so I don't really know. Like I feel like I didn't lose my height, but there's like when I sing classical, but it's like I send in actually a Mozart aria. I don't know. It sounds very different, and it's just weird. Um,
And does it like feel different from day to day? Like, are you like kind of like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like one day I'm like, oh, I can sing this, and then even I sent in 2 pieces for today, and I thought, oh, I'm singing the other piece first because that one is always fine. And I tried it today. I was like, nope, that's not fine. Uh,
yeah? Well, as we talked about a couple weeks ago, just embrace that. Just keep singing and like just keep
yeah,
experimenting with your voice. As you're going through it, like as long as you don't hurt yourself, like there's nothing wrong with that, and just kind of see where it's going. But you're kind of in the midst of
yeah,
that. But I think if you keep playing around with the Mozart and like let it be different and like kind of experiment with your head voice, and maybe that like it'll have a bit of a different feeling right now, and it may not be a final product of that, and then you may find like, wow, I never am gonna sing this piece again because it's just not my piece. You know what I mean? Um, you might play around with some of the slightly because the torna goes very high with the A's and stuff, and
yeah,
that probably you're like, okay, wow, what's happening? But it sounds like to me that your voice is like settling down more really into true tenor land, and so I think you could start to experiment with some of some of that stuff. And if you want to do classical stuff, you might just look at like song repertoire, and if you want to look at arias, maybe I don't know, look at some of the kind of tamer Mozart arias if you wanted to. But
yeah,
I suggest, as I did in that class, that you look at song repertoire so that you don't have to worry about like high B flats and C's where you're not quite settled yet.
yeah, yeah.
But back to this song, I think this is a great song for you. This sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
It feels really good. Like I always loved the song, but I could never sing it because it was too low in some
Right.
places. But now I'm slowly getting there. Like my voice will allow me to sing more of it now, which is actually really exciting.
No, it sounds fantastic. And like the high belt, which for you, like, was kind of your middle voice, now is like this like beefy, strong place, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I've done a lot of musical theater before I switched into classical. So musical theater also feels a little bit more like home.
yeah.
That's where I started. And so it's also sort of nice to return, I guess.
Well, I think it also, and we talked about this last time, like I think it also just kind of helps you find kind of a more speaky placement, and as your voice is changing, then it's not so foreign, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah,
I would say
definitely.
definitely keep going with the music theater because it also like it seems like your spirit and that. I don't have this music, so I don't even. Do you know what some of the starting pitches are? I have my phone piano here since I had to move my thing. During the next break, I might be able to move my actual piano in here.
I can definitely look that up really quickly.
Or we can just go to the track.
A is like the first one.
I only have one octave on my little phone.
My mind is clear enough. Yeah.
Just start it again. You can do it with the track
Okay.
or without. Just like start it again. Let's work on a few things.
My mind is clearer now. At
Good.
last. Yep.
So that low part, you know, like where you're like, okay, I almost have it, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
try to almost actually speak it more, like,
Okay.
na 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 na, like just kind of make it. Don't try to make it pretty.
Okay. My mind is clearer now.
Yeah. Fantastic.
It lasts all too well. I can see where we all soon will be.
And even there, soon will be, and then leave it in that kind of ugly place, which actually isn't ugly at all.
Soon, I think. My mind's clearer now. It lasts all too well. I can see where we all soon will be.
Yeah.
If you strip away.
And there, so
Yeah.
like sing it on meow for a second. You're gonna pretend like you're a cat. I don't want it to be nasal, but I want it to be forward. So,
Okay.
Start wherever feels good, or you know that you can remember where it starts. But meow 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 meow, and like meow meow, but not nasal.
Yeah. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
There you go, and then just keep the air going through it too, right? Meow meow meow. Ah.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
There you go. Yeah, so it takes more air, but to me it sounds really great.
It feels lighter.
Yeah, but actually the sound is like more present.
Okay.
Because it's what I kind of call fake mezzo sound. Like when we go down to low notes, it's like we're like, and like we're like, oh, that feels good and dark, like, you know, and then there's no sound out.
Yeah.
There's a really great video of Giulietta Simeonato, and she's like, I never sing in my chest voice. I always in the mask. And if you listen to her, she's like definitely like mixing her, like there's definitely some chest connection there, but like it's more like how it like filters through.
Yeah.
The kind of the facial resonators, right? So
Yeah.
it may feel lighter, but that really sounds great. Try it with the words.
My mind is clearer now. It lasts all too well. I can see where we all soon will be. If these slip away,
Yeah.
you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be.
Yeah.
So much better.
That's fantastic. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and then you know exactly where that wants to go when you go up, because it's kind of, I mean, it may feel different, but it's I think how you were singing probably in a belt before is just kind of shifted, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You seem really comfortable when you get there, and then you're like, what? You know?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. But it's like this is just a little like, ugh, this is a little foreign.
This is the new world, right?
Yeah.
It's so good. Try it with the track and then keep going.
Okay. My mind is clearer now. It lasts all too well. I can see where we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus, you've started to believe.
Stop for 2 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you put a little bit more? I like your bright vowel. When you get to the us, can let your jaw go a little bit, but still keep the height in it. So I want the sound to like stay kind of up here in your fantastic singer cheekbones, but then just like let it go. Jesus! Wow. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Jesus!
Yeah. You gotta sing it like that.
Yeah. Okay.
How'd that feel?
Really, it's real because I've always felt it was kind of like tense, but it feels nice to sort of let go. But I was always scared of when I let go and like nothing would happen.
Lots happen, so don't be scared. I like that.
Me too.
Keep going. Jesus! Yeah?
With track or without?
That's up to you. Whatever you feel better.
I don't know. Jesus, Jesus, you've started to believe the things they say of you. You really do believe God is true. And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You'll be gone to matter more than the things you're saying.
Okay, when you get to that say,
Yeah.
no, it's really good. I like the height in it, the say. Can you put a little more inside of it? But also put some in it. So you're going to do both. Whoa. So I want you to think like in your mouth, but I want you to feel an connection to your body.
Okay.
You'll see when you get there. So just it's kind of like the think system. So you're gonna physically think and then you're gonna think inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What is the okay? And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You'll be gone to matter more than the things you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Good. Good.
That was really good.
Really nice, actually.
Well, yeah, because it has the forward, like, kind of higher partials of the resonance, but then you're connecting to the chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
But without cramming your chest voice up there.
Yeah.
You've got about 2 minutes.
No! Okay, no, just kidding. Yeah, someone just wrote such a strong voice. You have a huge voice. Like, this is like...
Yeah, I'm trying to not be too close, but it's like trying to figure out, I need to hear you, but also I don't want to like shout at the computer.
I can turn my mic up, because I had to turn my other mic off. Let me just, so good. Let me see if I can turn the, am I louder now? A little bit?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so can you skip ahead like that? There's another part where you go even higher. You know what I'm talking about? There was a part, you're like, you went up somewhere at some point. Maybe.
Listen, Jesus, do you care for your race? Don't you see him schema? We are occupied. That one? Have you forgotten how but down we are? That one?
Let's try that. Same. Am I here or is it?
Do you care for your race? Don't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how but down we are? This is higher than it actually is.
Find it. Do you want to find it in the track real quick?
I'm really going to quickly look where the music is. There we go. I just need the first note.
Sure.
Listen, okay. Listen, Jesus, do you care for your race? Don't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are?
And then think of a little teeny bit of inside of it, and then that thing like you just did on that other one, and see what happens.
Listen, Jesus, do you care for your race? Don't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are?
Not bad. I like the down even much better. The put a little more in the R, because you're kind of going and it gets like heavy.
I'm just gonna go for a little. Don't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are?
Yeah. There we go. That was really great. Noah, you're killing it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Noah. All right, so we are going to move on to the next singer. Welcome, Melisa Guilbeault.
Hello.
If you can please announce what you will be singing.
Sure, my name is Melisa Guilbeault. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, otherwise known as Treaty 6 territory for the First Nations and Métis peoples. I'll be singing a composition from Sergei Prokofiev, known as Field of the Dead. It's originally a contralto song, which I rewrote. I call it Fields of Death. It's an Earth Day theme. So the arrangement that you'll hear and the words are my own. So enjoy the song, and here we go. We live empty in a world of filth, waiting over these fields of death. We did search for the displeased living though.
Beautiful. That's so good. I love this version of, I love your version of this. This is fantastic. Beautiful.
Thank you. It's a little faster than the original, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think it really works. It's beautiful. Um, so tell me things. So what, I mean, I have some ideas, but do you have any ideas for things that you would like to work on or address?
I feel a little weak knowing what voice I'm starting in, whether it's chest or head voice often, especially when I'm starting a song. It's
Hmm.
hard to find where I'm setting my voice. When things are starting to go, it's quite easy, but I just find the song, I'm singing below my passaggio
Right.
in chest, and I start there and I'm trying to do head voice. And so just trying to differentiate and do exercise where I actually know or can hear the difference to become more mature in that certainty, and I think is somewhere I'd like to go.
Yeah. Well, it sounds really beautiful. I mean, I think this song is hard because you do start on the C and you're like, where am I? But it's very beautiful. Let's do hold on, I'm getting my phone that has my little piano on it. Um let's do a couple little exercises for a second. I want you to we're gonna start up here and I want you to stick your tongue out at me and I want you to go just 5 notes down. Good. Do it one more time and just 5 notes. And can you think about before you start, blow your air out and see if you can also stabilize here because I feel like you kind of come forward at me and breathe a little high and I'd love it if you can breathe lower. So blow your air out and then let the air come in and see where it goes while keeping this stabilized. Good, let's keep going down. Blow your air out before you start. So I want you to go like this. I want you to go and then let the air come in, but don't raise up here. Really good. As we go down, can you imagine that each note is going to string itself together? So I hear a little like, but I kind of want, like kind of extra slide, even if it's kind of messy. Good. Do the next one. Blow the air out. Don't forget to let the air come back in, and then go ahead. There we go. And then do the next one down. So we're heading down into that C range, and can you try to instead of letting the sound like fall down, send the sound actually out your tongue, and try not to let it drop. See what happens. Good. Start it one more time and start in your head voice. Very good. We're almost there. That was really good. Slide even more. Dare to slide. There we go. How'd that feel? That was really great. It felt what?
Not uncomfortable. Yeah.
Good. I would say, so, that place, we live empty in a... See if you can find that place. Try the little slide down. So go like this, go, and then sing the song, or start the song. Do it one more time. Wait. Do it one more. Do it on the tongue sticky out thing. and really slide all the way down there and find that place you got just a second ago, and then start it there.
We live in a world of faith.
Really good. So when you started really, really well, or you found the and then you went we, and it kind of went in your nose because the w kind of kicked it out. I want you to do something really strange. So I want you to do that slide down because it got to such a beautiful place. And then right before you sing we, I want you to put your fingers like kind of in your nose just to block, not let the air come through. Okay? Start on the same note. We live
empty in a world of faith.
Good. Try something. Can you sing it on nim? I want you to go down the same way, 5 notes down. Nim, 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 nim. And find that place. And then I want you to sing nim, 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 nim. Yeah?
Nim, 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 nim. Nim, 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 nim.
There we go. So now try the words. We live
empty in a world of faith.
Yeah. How'd that feel?
Yeah.
I love that. Let's keep going. We did so.
We did so over these fields of doth.
Really good. Do it one more time from the we did soar. And as you have the notes that are, when you have 2 notes on one syllable, like fields of, can you feel that same feeling that you had when you were sticking your tongue out at me? So like we did soar over these fields of death. Or whatever. I'm singing the notes wrong.
We did so over these.
Here's we. We did.
We did so over these fields of doth.
Really good. And then when you get to death, can you have a little bit more of an vowel? I hear almost doth, and I like the space, but if you can think a little more inside, not on the outside. Try one more time. Here's we.
We did so over these fields of death.
There we go. Beautiful. And then keep that feeling for the we did search.
We did so.
Do it one more time. When you get down to the we, try not to spread it because it kind of kicks you out of where you were. And then it gets like we, and it goes that way. So if we, go like this for a second, just go we, he. We.
Oh, we did search for the displeased living God.
And same thing there with there. Can you put a little tiny bit more vowel in your tongue?
We did search for the displeased living God.
Pretty good. Keep going.
Sorry, I lost the words here.
Oh, and we found.
And we found angels feeding on the earth.
Do it one more time from that, where I only have like an octave. sound engines.
Angels feeding on the earth.
Nice. Keep going. Here's nature. Nay.
Nature, lively, sweet. Sorry, don't like. I'll just do it here. Nature, lively, sweet, statues stand so tall.
It's so beautiful. Try one thing. Try to stay stable here, because I feel like as you start to emote, which you're so connected to this song, which is fantastic, but try to emote with your face and your eyes and not caving in here. Yeah?
Nature, lively, sweet, statues stand so tall. Torn down in anger with no justice on.
Nice. Yeah, so really think about that breath and like keeping stable just so that you don't kind of squish it down and then there's nowhere, like your air leaves sooner. It's really beautiful. Let's keep going with the lost.
Lost with children's hollow eyes, as the dreams were born, live to.
Sorry,
Really?
2 minute warning.
No. Wait. Melissa, say something so you come back up on the screen. Just say something. Oh, there we go. Anastasia is still there. That's okay. When you have the lost with, feel that feeling of that it's like really smooth as you go through there. Lost with, so that it really, we feel the lost children, the hollow eyes.
With children's hollow eyes, as the dreams were born.
Do it one more time, and again, don't cave in here.
Lost with children's hollow eyes, as the dreams were born, live to feed on the scraps of a broken world.
Nice. And when you get to the of a broken world, can you like worry the R? I hear you not singing it, but I hear a little hint of it wanting to enter. So can you really keep that like open and broken so that we feel the broken world here? Go from love to feed.
Live to feed on the scraps of a broken world.
Yeah. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Nay.
He will seek for ball and stay from the earth. They may find to live, we must all without. To be willing to give, to be strong and bold.
Really beautiful. Stop for 2 seconds. This sounds so much more balanced and like your breath is really taking you along for the ride here. This is beautiful. As you come down, I know this section is hard because of the break, but the to be willing to give. If you sing more of an I vowel, you almost get a little E vowel and kind of spread it. Can you follow it down the same way? Try it.
Barbie, words again? Sorry.
To willing to give.
To be willing to give.
Try something. That was better, but can you go from to give and do it more on the inside of your mouth than the outside?
To be willing to give, to be strong and bold.
Yes! Melissa, this is beautiful. Really beautiful.
That was amazing. I'm so sorry to have to cut you off, but this is fabulous work. Melissa, thank you so much.
Thanks, Melissa. Thanks
Thank
for
you, Melissa.
the version of this piece.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed it.
Hello.
Thanks for jumping in, Quinn. Quinn is a soprano. Quinn uses they and them pronouns. Quinn, if you could let us know where you're from and what your first piece will be. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, my name is Quinn, they, them pronouns. I am currently in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I am going to sing Batter My Heart from Dr. Atomic. Batter my heart, 3% God, for you as yet but knock, breathe, shine and seek to mend. Batter my heart, 3% God, or I may rise and stand, or throw me and bend your force to break below, burn and make me new. Batter my heart, 3% God, for you is yet but knock, breathe, shine and seek to mend. your viceroy and me. You should defend what is captive and proves weak or untrue. Yet dearly I love you, and would be loved fain, but am betrothed unto your enemy. Divorce me, untie, or break that knot again. Take me to you, imprison me, for I accept you enthrall me. Never shall be free, nor ever chaste, except you ravish me.
Great, Quinn. Thanks for singing. So tell me things.
Sure, yeah. So I'm a soprano. I don't intend to change my voice, but I intend to repurpose it for like non-soprano rep like this.
Yeah. Great. And so this specific piece, why did you pick this specific piece?
I saw the original production at the Met, as much as I hate advertising this organization, because screw them. But anyways, I saw the original production at the Met, and I heard this aria, and I was like, I want to sing that. I really want to sing that. And recently I finally got around to learning it, so.
Nice. All right, well, let's work on a few things. I think you can, so that first section that happens twice.
Yeah.
Why do you think that happens twice? Like, why does your character say that twice?
I think because, for those of you who don't know, this aria is sung by Robert J. Oppenheimer. The opera is about the creation of the atomic bomb. And he sings this at the end of Act 1, battling in his mind, like, I'm about to do this terrible thing, and such, God, how I know you're going to hate this, and therefore punish me for it. Anyways, so that introduction at the beginning is sort of that, I guess, turn to the dark side. and like it's a curtain on the stage, and he goes toward it, and then back to the audience, sings "Batter My Heart," blah 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 blah, gets tempted again, goes back and sings "Batter My Heart."
Great. So I'm going to interrupt you for a second. I love how you're explaining this, and I would love to see that in your portrayal of this, and also kind of how you sing it. Like, even how you just were like, "Batter my heart." That was different than how you sang it both times. So I would love for that commitment to happen while you're singing this. Yeah?
Definitely.
So start it again. Also, like, first time out, like, it always, like, nerves, whatever. Like, have you sung this publicly before?
I sung it once publicly before.
So it's pretty new. So start it one more time. I will cut you off, but I want you to think about exactly what you just told us, but, like, do that so that you don't have to tell us that. You know what I mean?
Will do, definitely.
now stop for 2 seconds. I already loved it much better.
Okay.
Now I want to work on some vocal things. I want you to feel like every time you are about to sing a new vowel or note, I want you to feel like you're about to sneeze. You know that feeling right before you sneeze? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so batter my heart. And every time, if you take a new breath or if you even just have a new word like God, I want you to find that sneezy place. And I want you to feel like when you do that, like literally do it right now. Go, achoo, like you're about to literally. There. Do you see how your jaw also releases?
Yeah.
Also, can you release this little hinge here? Like you're surprised. Go like that. There we go. Do you feel that little release?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I want that little release to happen all the time.
Okay.
Batter my heart. Do you want to do it again? It's probably easier with the track with this piece.
Yeah.
Why that sneezy thing?
My heart, 3% God, for you is yet, but knock, breathe, knock, breathe, knock, breathe, shine, and seek to mend.
Okay, good. Your eyes are going crazy. What's happening?
Just all this space in my mouth I never knew existed.
Room in there, and then you also had like your sound was much more open. For me, I don't know. What did it feel like? Was it easy?
I mean, it felt like it was hard to keep my jaw in that place all the time, but once it was there, I could even hear the difference in my ears as well. So
Yeah, this is really great. You don't have to like jam it like so far open. It doesn't have to be like that. Go like this or something. Just like wiggle your jaw for a second. Do you have TMJ or anything?
I know that I've had jaw tension my whole life, so yeah.
Okay. But as long as, you've not been like diagnosed with TMJ disorder.
No.
Okay, good. So just wiggle it a little. That's where it needs to release to. So you don't have to over open. But but feel that sneezy place so that the sound itself goes, but try not to spread. There.
Okay.
Yeah. Try it one more time. But I like this more open sound. I think it'll also help you get the character you want better. Here we go.
Better my heart, 3% God, for you is yet, but knock, breathe, knock, breathe, knock, breathe, shine, and seek to mend. Better my heart, 3% God, for you arise and stand o'erthrow me, and burn your force to break blow, burn and make me new.
Wow. Hold it for 2 seconds. Wow. That has a really nice sound. I really like that. How'd that feel?
I never knew I could make a sound like that.
Well, guess what? You can, and you keep doing it. Wow. But also, it makes you somehow connect to this text even better, too. Because I think it makes you feel more open somehow.
It does, yeah. And actually, I was thinking to myself, wow, I sound more like a baritone of the octave now.
Well, yeah. It just sounds more, I don't know, balanced and connected to the chest voice, which, I mean, you're not singing in chest, but the whole column is open, so you're getting all of your resonances as opposed to just the high ones, right?
Yeah, that definitely is what it feels like, yeah.
Yeah. I like. Do you want to keep going?
I'm going to take this with me for the rest of my life.
Awesome. Great. Let's keep going. If you do you want to skip past like the second time you go through it, like into the like that kind of crazier section that comes after that?
I am so sorry, but we have about 2 minutes.
Oh.
I, like an usurped town, to another do labor to admit you, but to no end resign your viceroy and me should defend, but is captive and proves weak or untrue. Yet dear, I love you, and would be loved fain, but am betrothed unto your enemy. Divorce me, and I, or breathe out not again.
2 seconds. Do the and hold on, where's the I know Anastasia, I'm gonna stop in a second, but I want to do this last little phrase.
Sure.
Or break can you or break think a little with a little O around it and see what happens.
Or
Yeah. Do that again and then keep going.
Yeah.
Yes.
or break that knot again.
Break that knot again. Keep the energy and the height as you come down.
Break that knot again.
There you go. Yeah.
And break that knot again.
Let's you was I don't know. Or break that knot again. I don't know what the notes are. I wasn't paying attention, but can you on the of again? You kind of like let it fall.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
Don't let it fall.
All right.
Like break that knot again. Like head to again. Like actually break it. Yeah. One more time.
Or break that knot again.
That was better. Do it one more time, and on the of again, sing a pitch.
Or break that knot again.
There we go.
Okay. Or break that knot again.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Sorry, we have to stop. That's great.
Thank you so much, Quinn. Okay, everybody, we're going to take a 5-minute break now, and we will come back with the next artist. Our next artist is Kimberly Waters. Kimberly is a mezzo-soprano and uses the pronouns she, her. Kimberly, if you can unmute yourself and introduce what you're going to be singing, that would be great. We can hear you. Okay, now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
There we go. Hi, everyone. My name is Kimberly Waters. I'm from live in Atlanta, Georgia, and today I will be singing part of Dove Sono by Mozart, the recitative and part of the aria.
Can you tip your camera a little bit? Because I see like half of your head, and I'd love to see your whole head.
I hate Zoom thingies. There we go.
Here, now I can see it. Okay.
Susanna Novin, sono ansiosa di saper come Conte accusa la proposta. Guardarti dal progetto mi par, e ad uno sposo semivoce e geloso. Ma che mace! Cangiando i miei vestiti con quelli di Susanna e Secomi. A favore della notte. Oh cielo, a quale è il mio stato fatale. Io son ridotta ed un coso di credi. Che dopo avermi con un misto nudito di ferocia e gelosia distingui. Sorry. That was
Beautiful. Why are you sorry?
Oh no, I've been working on this aria and it's just getting through the whole thing. It's just so tiring.
It's beautiful, really beautiful. And so I have a few ideas of how we can like make it a little less tiring, I think. Really fantastic. Like the rest of it really good. I mean, I don't know how you all, I have not really experimented with doing recits with tracks, but brava, like great.
That was the hardest. And he flew by. Like
Yeah,
he was gone.
Just make sure that like if you're doing it with a track, like if you're doing auditions and you're doing it with a track, just make sure that after you get done with that recit, that you like just like sit down and let your breath go before you start the aria. You know what I mean? Because like I think I mean, at one point in my life I sang this aria and it gave me anxiety, and I was like, oh god, here comes like, and you feel like you're like walking on eggshells and you're like, ah, right? So I feel you. So just make sure that after you get rid of you're done with the recit, like just take your little second for yourself to like settle, right? Because it jumps right on in. You don't have much time, but you can take time.
Okay.
Right? Even if your track is kind of crazy. Just tell yourself. I thought the rest was really good. Be careful of a few little places where you have S's between two vowels, that they are Z and not S.
Okay.
Sono ansiosa di saper come il conte.
Okay.
So just make sure ansiosa and not S. Make sure it's voiced.
Okay.
That's pain. Let's can we may come back to the recit a bit. I want to do just the end of the recit from I want to lead into the fa minor cercar. Your favorite.
The A. The A.
But yeah, we're gonna do it because I think it's gonna actually inform what we do next.
Okay.
So can we go from che dopo avermi? Here, I'll give you.
Okay.
And you can do it without. Is it okay if we do it without the track for a minute?
Yeah, that's fine.
So as you go along here, che dopo avermi whatever, go through there, and as you head into the fa minor cercar, dare to not tank up and take the biggest breath that you've ever taken. Like, don't do that, because I feel like you're like, here comes that A, and you're like, fa, and then literally like there is too much air pressure, and so then your chords are like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do what she wants me to do, right?
Okay.
So you can still take a breath, but just let the air come in. Don't over tank, and just see what happens. Okay.
Okay.
So here's. Che dopo
avermi con un mistero differente e gelosia distingui il mio viso è prodita.
How was that?
That felt easier.
It sounded good. It cut out for a second because I don't know, sometimes the Zoom gets weird when it gets overwhelmed, but it looked like and I felt like it was better. Do you want to do it one more time? Let's do. You don't have to do the whole thing. Let's go from Di Gelosia. That's another place. Di Gelosia.
Di Gelosia. Okay.
Yeah, so just make sure it's a Z. Here's Di Gelosia.
Okay. Di Gelosia. Di Gelosia. Distingue.
How'd that feel?
That felt a lot better. My issue is I feel like when I get up to my around E and F and the higher, I'm not as open as I want to be. So it's like,
You feel like, actually, this is gonna sound kind of weird. Can you feel like your throat, like literally your pharynx is gonna go like this as you go, ah? Just have a feeling, like, have you watched Star Wars? You know, like there's like this garbage disposal thing that they get stuck in the original, like, and they're like trying to push it open. Feel like you're gonna do that. Fa, and feel like it's going to open more as you sing into it.
Okay.
Just sing that fa me. Fa. That was better. Now try one other little thing. You jam in your abdomen. You kind of go fa and you kick it. Can you set the support before you start to sing that high note?
Okay. This
It's gonna
is my
feel
challenge.
Do it. How'd that feel?
That felt a lot easier.
Yeah, so really we're gonna go back to DJ Lozia for 1 second, like to do it one more time, then we'll get into the aria. But can you imagine you're gonna go DJ Lozia disdegni prima indio feza al fin tradita, and then you're gonna think you're gonna let the air come in, you're gonna set it, and then you're gonna go.
Okay.
Okay? So here's DJ Lozia.
DJ Lucia, in your face,
That was pretty good. I still think you can like kind of set it like a split second before you start to sing.
Okay.
You know that feeling, you know when you see somebody across the room and you're like, hey, and then it's not the person you thought it was, or they turn away from you and you're like, and you feel that little connection of your support kick in. Like pretend like you see somebody outside of where you are right now. Like,
Okay.
you feel it start.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna say something, but you don't. Can you have that feeling and then let the high note come out?
Okay.
See what happens. Just go from al fin tradita, which I'll give you the real pitch, but my piano thing just closed. Al fin tradita. There we go.
That felt a lot easier.
It takes a lot of here thinking, but I think vocally and just like it, I think it was a lot easier, right?
Yes.
That was fantastic.
I am too much in my head.
Well, so then give yourself an activity, you know? So if you think about this activity that you did before you did it, maybe that'll help you instead of like, oh God, here comes the high note, you know?
Okay.
Now, let's go into Dove Sono.
Okay.
So, what I want you to do, hold on, I'm putting this down. We're going to sing it on V for a second. Okay? Feel like you have like an oo vowel or some kind of vowel behind the V. Oo usually works the best for me. And I want you to like pretend like you're doing ballet or something. And you're going to, through these long phrases, go. And so get all the way to the end of your, like the length of your arm, and then come back. So every new phrase, you're going to start over again. Okay? Try something. We're going to try one other little thing. How'd that feel? Do you feel like you actually like you're running out of air, but you also have too much?
Yes. It's like that's the problem with this particular song is just getting through the phrases. And it's
Right.
like when I get to the end of the phrase, I'm like about to kill over.
I think like you blow a little too much air at the beginning of the phrases, and then like you have like all this pressure built up. So we're gonna try one other little thing. We're gonna do a thing. Have you ever done blowfish? Do you know what that is?
I know what a blowfish, but I've never done it.
Okay, so you're gonna make your face look like a blowfish.
Okay.
And you're gonna let the little teeniest stream of sound and air out of your mouth. So like don't really sing. So you're gonna be like, it's almost like you're singing through a straw, but we don't have a straw. That's basically what we're doing here. Okay? And where did my little piano go? Ah. so I'm not really making a lot of sound.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's
Right.
what I want to do. So it's like really like teeny, teeny, teeny. Don't let any air come out your nose though.
Okay.
Good. Do that phrase one more time. Blow less air. And actually take in less air. I know that sounds terrifying, but I think you're gonna like it. Try it just from the second, the eBay momenti. There we go.
Yes, that was a lot. It's hard to do, but it's like when you get into it, it's like, okay.
Exactly. Do the next phrase the same way. Like, let's just get through the little beginning of this first part, and then we're gonna put the words, the real stuff back in. Do the di dolcezza. You have so much air left, right?
Yes.
But you see, you don't have to blow on the scary like E and F notes where you're like, this is terrifying. You don't have to blow so much air, right?
Okay.
Try that di dolcezza one more time. So, like, just keep the air pressure the same, and you can make like really puffy on the inside.
Oh, wrong part. Oh, yes, wrong part.
You're right. Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm finna cry.
You can cry after. This is really great. Okay, so now
you've got about 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Sing it. So, but I want you to have that same feeling. Okay. Stop for 2 seconds. Dare, this is going to sound really scary. Dare to just let the air come in right before that eBay momenti. Because I think you're like, and so just let the air come in. You're gonna be like, oh my god, do I have enough air? You probably will. Just try it. Go from dove sono though. You were so close. So when you get to the di dolcezza on that sa, don't blow out so much air.
Okay.
So literally tell yourself, I'm not going to blow any extra air. Yes, the pitch is higher, but I don't care.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
The first two phrases were very good. Do the di dolcezza. Okay, now add one more thing, and then you got it, and then I'll let we're doing this one more time. When you do, what I notice is you actually think about your rib cage here. The di dolcezza this time was great, but then you go di dolcezza, and when you come down, you the lower note. So try to stay expanded and suspended as you come down from the high note.
Okay.
That was so good. Do almost exactly what you just did. That was much better. So then when you get to the chair, don't squish it.
Now, I do feel like I lose air here. And I know that's one thing I'm having to relearn myself. I wasn't really taught support when I started singing. So I was just like, ah. And so
Right.
like now that my voice has kind of matured more, it's like, okay, I do need to have support if I want to sing up there.
Right. But I think you're hooking in there, and you can use that v or the blowfish thing to feel how much air you need.
Okay.
You know? So play around with that, but I think it sounds really good. I think you just need to like kind of balance how much you have to let out at any certain time.
Right. Oh my gosh.
But this is beautiful.
Thank you so much. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
thank you. Now you can cry.
That was fantastic, Kimberly. All right. So we have one more artist, Tobaron Waxman, who is a baritone. Tobaron uses they, them pronouns. Tobaron, feel free to unmute yourself. Tell us what you're going to be singing and where you're from.
Hi. I'm in Toronto, otherwise known as Toronto, Canada. I'm going to be singing Yamlied, which is a poem from medieval Spain, translated into Yiddish in the late 19th, early 20th century. And some interpret it as a Zionist poem, but I'm reappropriating it as a diasporist song using transvocality. It's about taking the risk to find your point of origin in yourself. I'll be singing the bass part as the melody. Okay.
Wonderful.
I thought there was another person ahead of me, so I hope my tea kettle doesn't interrupt us. Okay. Hab vergessen, allerliebste, hab verlost meine eigene Haus, hab dem Jam sich aufgegeben, trag mich Jam zum Mutterschoß. Und du, meine Windgetreue, treib mein Schiff zu jenem Brett, was mein Herz mit Odler Fliege sucht schon lang zum Immerweg, was mein Herz mit Odler Fliege sucht schon lang zum Immerweg. Bring mich nur dahin beschallen, nach dem fließ ich dir zurück. Grüßen sollst du, allerliebste, und erzähl sehr von meinem Glück. Und du, meine Windgetreue, treib mein Schiff zu jenem Brett, was mein Herz mit Adler fliegen, sucht schon lang so nimmer weg, was mein Herz mit Adler fliegen, sucht schon lang zu nimmer weg.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So tell me things. What is your hope and it's just so beautiful. Like I don't know how much I want to mess with it, but I have a few ideas, but I'm curious what you are searching for.
Well, in general, coming to a trans-informed voice pedagogy is a privilege I've never had. On the other hand, I've had what some people call passing privilege, which means that I can meet a voice teacher or any kind of bodywork activity and not come out to the other person. Could the person called Tammy Petty please mute their microphone? Or maybe Opera Berlin programs could mute Tammy.
Tammy's muted, Tobaron.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you. So coming into this environment where I know that you know what's up with me is like a whole new thing for me. So in the past, when I've met with voice teachers, they're sort of struck saying, you sound different, but I don't know why, but we're going to work with it. So this is like a radical lifestyle shift for me to join you in this way. So I'm eager to hear anything you have to say. One of my main technical struggles, which didn't exactly happen today, because I didn't look at the gallery screen, is that sometimes I'm distracted by the reactions of people in the audience. I'm not usually singing in a typical theater context where you can't see the people in the audience, and the emotions or whatever response is coming from the people watching. I don't know how to, you don't want to ignore it, but I don't know how to like be with them.
Right. Well, maybe I may challenge you in a little bit to actually turn your gallery screen on while we're singing, and we can come up with a few exercises, but we'll do that in a minute. Don't worry. I don't want to do anything that's going to stress you out. Okay. But, well, really, I mean, the one thing I would maybe say to you is, in this piece is I think I actually would experiment with singing it in a slightly higher.
Yeah, I crapped out in the bottom a little bit, but more just because I didn't grab my tea, but also just for being nervous. But yes.
Yeah, did you give yourself a pitch at the beginning? Because it seemed like you were like a third lower than the printed music, and I don't know if you're doing what's printed, but we might try it up, just like not way higher, but just because I feel like it was like really low, like. Because even in the printed sheet music, the low note is a B flat, and you were down at like a G flat. And I actually don't know too many people who sing regularly down there, except for the, basses. And I don't think you're a bass, right?
I don't think so either. But yeah. I was forced to learn the bass part because there weren't any basses.
Well, so
in the group. So that's the melody part that I know.
But can we do an experiment and actually sing it in here? Because I think you'll find that the bottom won't poop out as much because it's a little higher. Start it here. Here's breng. Breng.
Breng mich nur dahin beschollen, noch dann fliehe sich ihr zurück. Grüßen sollst du allerliebste und erzähl von mein Glück.
There we go. Yeah, also, because even, and I forgot about that note. In this printed music, what you just sang was a G, and before you were singing like a low E flat. So that's like really low. So I would suggest like singing it in this key. I think this suits you. Does it feel good?
It feels much easier. I think part of my aspiration is to be able to, here, I don't know, there, to be able to support like both ends, to extremes, so that I can go to depths as opposed to suggesting depths.
So why don't we actually, like I did with, like I was working on with Noah, let's do a few little experiments and little exercises down on the lower part, because I think the higher stuff is easy for you. I think it sounds like, right?
Depends how high we're going.
Well, the high-ish stuff in this piece,
high-ish,
which is really
okay.
like middle, right?
Okay.
Can you go from Grisen sollst du, and I'm gonna give you a pitch. And I want you to do what I was doing with them, where I want you to stick your tongue out at me. And sing, try to like funnel the sound out as you go down. Here's Grisen. How was it when you went to the lowest part? It kind of cut out for a second.
Okay, the issue is more of support than the place or the note itself.
So try something else. Can you go from under Seil? Under Sail.
Sail.
Sail. There we go.
With the tongue.
Actually, I want you to do it on V.
What's the pitch? Sorry.
Pretty good. Do it one more time and really make a V so that you feel resistance, and then you'll feel your support a little bit more. So like really like say a real V. Okay. So what's it? And feel the resistance of the V against your support on the inside. Can I ask you a question? Do you have your original sound on Zoom?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be off?
No, it should be on, but does it say turn on or turn off?
Turn on original sound.
Yes, click that. Aha.
Is that better?
Yeah. Try it. There we go. That was more supported, and now that's gonna make that sound grow down there. That was very good. Now sing it on. Can you sing it on Nim? Nim 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 nim. I'm singing the wrong notes.
Nim 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 nim.
Very good. When you get down to the lowest note, be careful that you don't like suck it back to make it.
Yeah, it kind of.
I mean, I call that for my own self. I call that fake mezzo sound because I had
am a fake
and it
mezzo.
was like I would do that. I'd like almost make it obnoxiously too forward for right now, without going in your nose, but like just go overboard the other way. Nim, 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 nim. Like you're like, nah. Yeah?
Nim, 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 nim.
Okay. I like that. How did it feel? Probably kind of a little crazy, but it was, I liked it.
It wasn't, well, I mean, entre nous, I guess I am a fake mezzo. But, you know, like, it didn't go, like, I don't,
Yeah.
with my hands, it kind of goes back in here.
Right. So
Which is what
kind
you
of
were trying
tell
to
it to, like,
correct. Yeah.
try one other thing. I want you to do this nim thing again, and instead of like you did with your hands going in, can you actually pretend like you have a fake mouth and you're gonna sing out here through your hands? Nim, 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 nim.
Right. What do you mean?
Yeah, just, or you can do it that way if you want to, but just like you're gonna send your voice out of you through this other vessel.
With nim?
Yeah, so really sing like with your own, obviously you can't make sound with your hand. Pretend like
Nim, 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 nim.
There we go. Now try it with the words, and I want you to do the same thing. I know it feels ridiculous, but try it.
Okay.
Do that, and then we'll put it all back together.
Okay. My right hand is better. Und der Zeil sei von mein Glück.
Good, and when
So
you get to
the zay is the
can you make the zay like where you say it?
Gravelly.
Yeah, I think also the vowel, because you kind of go z. Can you make it zay like you said it? Like keep it coming.
Und der Zeil sei.
Yeah.
Sei. Und der Zeil. Und der Zeil sei von mein Glück.
I like that better. How'd it feel?
Much healthier. Didn't feel like scraping the bottom of somewhere.
Right.
Like it does when it sort of fries.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
so as I think you were in a higher place, which is kind of counterintuitive because you're like, I want to go down, but it was in kind of a higher place in the head. And let's go back to the grisen. So down to the first low note and have that same feeling. So it's where did my piano go? It turned off. So grisen.
Okay.
Try it with this. Like, even though you're saying the words, I want you to, like, stay out of your mind.
Don't get me started. Okay. And you pitched it where? Grisen. Grisen sollst du allerliebste sein. Und der Zeil sei von mein Glück.
There we go. How'd that feel?
Interesting.
Sorry to interrupt. 2 minutes. 2 minute warning.
Oh no! Tobaron, can you do me a favor?
Actually,
Would you be
it's pronounced Tobaron, if I can request. It's pronounced Tobaron.
Sorry, how is it?
Tobaron.
Tobaron.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Would you mind standing up? Is that possible?
Yes.
And then I'm gonna make you do what I had Andrea do. Can you do a squat?
Okay. A squat like as you would if you were exercising, so the knees are over the toes?
A bit. Or just something that's comfortable so that you're down and like you feel like comfortable. So you can just like get down whatever way makes your knees and body feel comfortable, but that you feel like you're really strong in the ground, and you don't have to go down so far, like halfway down maybe. Actually, come up, stand up all the way up for a second. Go about a quarter of the way down. Right there, stay there. I want you to sing this phrase, and I want you to feel like you're about to come up, but you're not going to. Okay, so you know that feeling as you start to lift yourself up, but you're not really going to make yourself come up?
Okay.
Try it from the grisen again. Here, I'll give you a pitch when my...
Grisen sollst du allerliebste unter Zell sei von mein Glück.
Okay, I loved a lot of that very much. How'd that feel?
I'm not getting from the squat what I think you want.
I don't know. It sounded more grounded to me than it had.
Okay.
Try it one more time and really feel like you're like digging into the ground, like your whole body is going into the ground. That was very good. Do it one more time.
Grüßen sollst du allerliebste unter Zell sei von mein Glück.
Nice. You can get your chair back if you want to. When you go to the when you get to the Z,
Definitely my thighs were singing.
You try to put the Z. I feel like you try to put the Z like underneath where the pitch is, even lower, and I don't know if you need to. Try to sing through the Z.
It's actually a TZ sound.
Okay, so. Oh, okay.
Say. So maybe that's what it is, because you have these. I don't remember what it's called, not a schwa, but you know, when you have consonants together this way.
Wait, so the one that's on the lowest note, it's a TS or is it a Z?
Zay, you're right. Sorry, I thought you were asking about sail.
Yeah. So on
sail,
that note,
Zay.
So on the lowest note, if you can sing through the Z without putting it under, I think you're gonna have more luck. Also, try it. Go from the der.
Without putting it under, I don't understand.
You go Z, like up. You kind of put the Z and scoop up to it.
Okay. Unter Zell sei von mein Glück.
There you go. Nice.
Thank you so much, Tobaron. This brings us to the end. Thank you so much for the wonderful artists who shared their talent and did a phenomenal job today.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Big
everyone.
applause.
Andrea, Noah, Melisa, Quinn, Kimberly, Tobaron, brilliant work today. It's been an absolute pleasure hearing you, hearing your gorgeous voices, and the work that you've done today. Just awesome. We love it.
Thank you so much also, Dr. Stephanie Weiss, for your incredible advice with so much with so much empathy and so much humor. We appreciate it so much. We enjoyed thoroughly seeing all of the amazing progress done in such a short period of time.
Thanks so much, everybody, for singing. I had a great time. I'm so pumped, and I'm excited for tomorrow too. And thanks for such a great audience. Everybody is so supportive, and I love it. I love that. This is just so great. So thank you all.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you also to our sponsors, Medical Voice Center, Valley of the Sun Nats, and Sarah Stevens, and our anonymous donor. We could not have done this without you. Thank you so much.
Have a good evening or morning, wherever you are. And thank you again for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.